What's going on, everybody? This is Primetime James Thomas coming at you with another video. And today I want to talk about the Toni Storm and Mariah May angle from this past recent edition of AEW Dynamite. And before I get started with that, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And don't be afraid to share this video as well. And I just want to get this out the way first. There's going to be a couple changes to the channel. Within the past month, I've been pumping out some SmackDown commentaries and some Raw commentaries. But the fact of the matter is, it was the reason why I was able to do that because I had a lot of free time on my hands. Because I was currently in between jobs. Yes, I left my previous job to go to another job, and this job is it's not my third shift job. I'm gonna be moving more into second shifts, so right while I'm at work, that's when Raw and SmackDown will be on. As far as next week goes, I will not be able to do Monday Night Raw live commentaries or SmackDown live commentaries due to my work schedule. But I will try to do like little recap videos like I did this week for Raw. And of course, topics like this one as well. So just wanted to tell you guys first and foremost. So let's get into this. So Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. The show overall, it was kind of a disappointment. I thought last week's Dynamite was probably one of the better Dynamites that the company has produced as a whole in their whole 5-year run. And I was actually looking forward to this episode of Dynamite, and I thought it was kind of a letdown. It was kind of back to the status quo. But this segment between Mariah May and Toni Storm was a great way to end it. It ended on a hot angle. Now, for those who may not know, I am a big fan of Toni Storm, especially timeless Toni Storm. And I feel that from an overall standpoint, she is one of the best female wrestlers in the world. And I will stand by that. From looks, from character, from mic skills, and from an in-ring standpoint, she is the perfect package, in my opinion. And I think she's been that way over the past year, ever since she became timeless Toni Storm. One of the best things AEW has going, and one of the more consistent things AEW has going. And the angle with her and Luther and Mariah May has been very entertaining. And this past week on Dynamite, Mariah May turned on timeless Toni Storm, and it was vicious. It was violent, damn near uncomfortable. I'm not gonna hold you up. Now what happened was Mariah May won the female Owen Hart Cup, and she earned an opportunity to face Toni Storm at All In Wembley. Now the story between Toni Storm and Mariah May is people are making comparisons to Trish and Mickey. I wouldn't necessarily go that far, but I do see parallels. I understand why people make the comparison, but pretty much what the story is that Mariah May is a big Toni Storm fan. She's a big Toni Storm fan. She wants to be under her learning tree, want to be under her guidance. And Toni Storm initially is hesitant to have her, around her. But as the months go on, she starts earning her trust. And Toni actually treats her like her child, like legit, like she treats her like a daughter, pretty much. And she keeps earning her trust. And you can kind of see where it's going with this, here's the thing. You can see where this is going. You see where this was headed, but you didn't at the same time. Because you would think that Toni would be the one that would turn on Mariah. Because not only is it a professional wrestling trope, but you can tell the story that Toni is starting to get a little jealous of Mariah, that Mariah's starting to get more, she's starting to get more of the spotlight the more than Toni is. She's younger, some may say more attractive, and this may cause Toni to freak out and turn on Mariah. But no, I will give AEW this. I will give AEW this. They threw me off guard. Not only did Mariah turn on Toni, which that in itself is unique because they're both technically heels, and you really don't see a heel turn on a heel. Like you honestly don't see that, which was very, very unique. So I'll give them that. But it was how they did it. It was so quick. It literally threw you off guard because she won the tournament. Mariah May's hugging Toni Storm whatsoever. Toni Storm was like happy, crying for her. And then Mariah gets out the ring, jets up the ramp to get the Owen Hart belt. And then just immediately, it doesn't give you time to breathe, doesn't give it a beat, then she attacks. They don't do the thing where Toni Storm raises her hand, and then once her hand goes down, then she attacks. No, it was just immediately. She grabs the belt and whoops Toni's ass with that belt. She beats up Luther, which I'm kind of like, that's kind of pushing it right there. But she beats up Luther, tosses him over the stage, and Toni Storm, credit to her, selling her ass off. She bled. She bladed for this segment. And it was kind of heartbreaking because of how Toni was selling. Because it wasn't like Toni was just bleeding and just selling. She was crying. She wasn't crying like in a way where she's hurt, like physically. She's crying because she's heartbroken. She feels betrayed. The one person that she trusted just betrayed her. And that image of Mariah May holding Toni Storm while she's crying in a very gut-wrenching way was actually pretty damn effective. I gotta give credit to both women. And then Mariah May took, again, that's Toni Storm's thing, tits out, watch for the shoe. And she took like the heel of the shoe. Obviously, it's worked, but she took the heel of the shoe and starts stabbing Toni Storm in the head with it. And not gonna hold you up, it was low-key uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Which, again, if it made me feel that way, that means they did their job. And Mariah May kisses Toni Storm on the head. And Mariah May just standing there just looking crazy, blood on her face, got a crazed look in her face, while Toni is just bleeding, and a great blade job on Toni Storm. Like, she legit looked like she was in a real life, like she got real life attacked. Like, if this wasn't a work and you saw Toni Storm, like, you would think she legit just got attacked. And the show went off the air with that. And I thought, that's how you do it. That's how you grab the audience in to make them want to tune into next week to see what the hell happens. And this is where my criticism of AEW comes from, because moments like that prove, because within AEW Dynamite's 5-year run, there has been moments in their run where when they want to, and they actually put time and effort to it, they can actually put on captivating television. They can put on a captivating story. But Tony Khan, we all know, loves booking. He just loves matches. That's all he cares about. And it's kind of frustrating because he's consistent on booking good matches, but he's not consistent on booking good storylines. It's really, it's kind of, I'm not gonna say annoying. It's just kind of irritating, if that makes more sense. But yeah, Mariah May is easily the biggest heel in the company right now, and a babyface Toni Storm is going to be interesting. Well, is she going to stay a babyface? How is Toni going to react to being bloodied, betrayed, humiliated like this? We've never really seen Toni Storm in this type of vulnerable state. Now, of course, we saw when she initially had her mental breakdown when she first became the Timeless Toni character, but we've never seen Toni Storm this vulnerable, where she's bloodied, she's beaten, she's been betrayed. How is she going to respond to that? And what will this do for Mariah May? We're going to keep seeing this more crazy, psychotic version of Mariah May. Who knows? All I know is it's going to lead. This is definitely one of the matches I'm going to be looking forward to. One of the matches I'm going to look forward to for sure at All In. And seeing Toni Storm bleed like that, you never really see. And another thing that's really unique, you never really see women bleed like this on TV. I think like the last time probably was Britt Baker in that very unnecessary street fight with Thunder Rosa. Now, the reason why I say it was unnecessary is because for her to have a match that brutal, I think it was like around 2019, I think it was. To have a match that brutal was unnecessary because the feud didn't call for it. I said it at the time. It didn't call for it. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa was feuding for like what, 2-3 weeks? Had a couple promos, and then we got that match. I was like, it didn't call. Now, if Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa was feuding for like 6 months to a year, and that was the blow off, okay, absolutely. If they had a CM Punk Drew McIntyre like feud, okay, makes sense. But they were feuding only 2 weeks, and then that was match. I don't think it's completely unnecessary. But then we later find out it was pretty much Britt Baker wanting to pop herself. Admitted she opened the military match, so she said that post match. But anyway, that's either here or there. This is a good start. Now, I hope that they don't drop the ball with this, because we've seen a lot of AEW where angles start off hot and then just cool off immediately. But this got people talking. This angle got people talking, and that's what you want in your fresh wrestling promotion. They want, if there's a particular story in your company that people are actually talking about, you're doing it. So build off that. Build off that. But yeah, if you haven't, I suggest you check out Mariah May turns on Toni Storm. Great segment. I thought both women did fantastic. Luther took a hell of a bump off the stage. Just Toni Storm selling crazy and vicious Mariah May attack. Toni Storm was fantastic. It was good stuff. It was good stuff, and I'm looking forward to see what these two women do next week. But let me know your thoughts. How do you feel about the segment? Hit that like and subscribe button. Are you guys looking forward to Toni Storm and Mariah May? Looking forward to seeing how Toni Storm responds to this very tremendous event. Let me know your thoughts. I'm Proud from the Thompson Primetime Collective, and I will see y'all later. Peace.